Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday we have been taken the theory class about this foreign currency. Now we are going to do the configuration into the SAP. Then we will test it whether the posting of document in foreign currency is working or not in terms of like a company code local currency it's converting or not. Our motto is to see that, correct? So if you see here, define transaction ratio for currency transactions. In this step, we define the rate 1:1, which will in exchange rate table. So if you see here, we have to exchange 1:1 means like if you want to convert like INR into dollar, like any currency between two currencies, we can call as a 1:1 ratio. So how to do it? Happening in the recording or not? Yes, it was being recording. So if you see here, just I want to log into the system. Slash n OBBS. So just do you want to continue? Yes, you have to do yes over here. Click on yes button. So many people like you are using this server, so they have been given the ratio. So what we have to do is like we have to go with the new entries. Exchange rate table like a rate M. It's a standard one, like standard transaction at average rate we will be taking as M. And if you see here, in which currency to which currency we are doing USD IM. Valid from which date? Today's date. Ratio is nothing but 1:1. Understood?
Yes, sir.
First we have to say. Here we are telling that 1:1 ratio we are giving. So what's your company code? Bajaj Group of Companies, correct? BAJM, no? Or company code or RGO. What's your
Yes.
company code?
BHAM. Now maintain exchange rate table. In this step, we maintain the exchange rate table where with the currency rate. So how the system will be knowing that like $1 is equal to how many rupees? Correct? So we have to mention the exchange rates. In this step, we maintain the exchange rate table where with the currency rates. So what? How to maintain the exchange rates? OB08 is the transaction code. And go to the new entries. Our standard one we are taking. Valid from today's date I will take. Uh, Today rate is today, tomorrow rate is tomorrow. So he, in real time, they will be like other team will be updating the particular transaction, the particular exchange rates from USD. How much the amount? 89 rupees I'm giving to IM. We use the direct quotation. Why? Because I have been told yesterday the our current foreign currency is greater than the company code local currency. Okay. He's a meeting now. Sir, I'm in meeting, won't be able to join today. Okay, okay. Ashmita has been texted. Okay. So, so what we are going to do, we have been given the exchange rate here, like today, and from which currency that we are going. So we have been going with the direct quotation. That is nothing but like yesterday we have been discussed that our company code means like a foreign currency is bigger than that. Our company code currency, we have to go with the direct quotation. Better to enter the current date under the value from the field.
Exchange rate table can be maintained in two ways, explained below. So direct quotation, as per the direct quotation, 1 unit of foreign currency shows the total value of the local currency. Example, 1 USD is equal to 89 INR. Indirect quotation, as per the indirect quotation, 1 unit of local currency shows the total value of the foreign currency, 0.02 USD is equal to INR. So this is the way, like direct quotation, indirect quotation. If you see here, we have been done with this configuration. So what we have to do, we have to save it. We are telling the system for today, the exchange rate we are maintaining from USD to INR means 1 USD is equal to 89 rupees. We have been determined over here. So after that, what we have to do? We have to post one invoice that is for in foreign currency. Till now, we have been posted in the INR. Right now, we are going to post a transaction in foreign currency. For that, we have been done with the certain steps to be configured. We have been done these things and we have been given the ratios and we have been used the direct quotation and we have been maintained the exchange rate today. So the system has to calculate the whatever the amount you are paying in terms of foreign currency, that is USD, the system has to convert the currency into our company code local currency. Are you getting, Madhuji?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So here what we will do is like /n FB50 is the transaction code. Just press enter. If you see here, we have to change our company code. What's your company code? VAJ. Just press. Document date, I'm giving here today's date. Which GL account, like if you see here, the currency you have to change. We are paying in terms of your foreign currency, that is USD. Um, okay. The GL account, which GL account we have to post? Audit fee is like to debit. And how much the amount we are going to pay the audit fee? $2,000. I'm posting in terms of currency USD, so $2,000. Through bank, we are paying credit. Just press enter. I want to show you in details. Exchange rate, what, how much we have been given? 89 rupees, correct? Transaction date, today's date. So what we have to do, just go to the basic data and as usual, like how we do the simulation to see the accounting entry with the posting fees, if the document number has not been generated. Line item 1 and line item 2, all fee expenses has been debited and bank account has been created with the 22,000 rupees in USD. If you see here, document we have been posted in which currency? We have been posted in the currency USD. We just post it. Document 1006 was posted in the company code BAJM. Okay. So I want to show you the how /n FBL3N just press. If you see here, execute it. In 16/9/2025, if you see here, how much the currency is nothing but 1,78,000, correct? In INR showing. So even though we have been paid in USD, just go to this entry and you can see total accounting entry.
The document number was being generated from the number range which was being assigned to the particular company code. SA we are doing is GL account document number 1006 and document company code BHAM and fiscal year 2025. Document date is today's date and posting date is today's date and period is 06. Means like April to March we are using. This is the month of September. So April you count sixth month it is. In which currency we have been posted? USD. If you see here, for the company code BHAM, the audit fee 3000 GL account was being debited with the posting key 40 amount 2000 USD. And it's showing the local currency amount also means in why because we are our company code currency in the local company code currency is an INR, even though we are paid in the $2000 and 2000 into 89. 2000 into 89, this must the one, no?
Yes, sir.
Calculation is
Yes,
correct,
sir.
no, Madhukar?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yeah. 1,78,000 rupees, which was being shown. So we have been given the exchange rate. So system is like behaving with these particular things, like whatever the exchange rate we have been given, and even though we have been paid in the your foreign currency, and it was being converted into our company code local currency, the how much amount was being deducted? 1,78,000 rupees has been deducted. So how to see the balance? FA GLB 03 just present. Here you have to give the bank account 1000. Executive in the month of 6th, like these are the things. 1,78,000 has been done. What is the remaining balance? If you see here, 47 less 92,000 rupees is the balance. Understood?
Yes, sir.
In terms of any currency, you can do like that. But the thing is like the day to day, the exchange rates are different. So what we can do like we have to maintain the exchange rates into the table that I have been told now in the table, and you have to do certain configuration settings, and after that you have to test it whether the transaction is going correct or not. You see in our company code local currency, it will be the difference. You can see how much the amount you are paying, and that amount is being shown into your bank account has to be detected. The whatever the amount you have been given in dollars, but the rate into that particular dollars, whatever the amount is there, that amount will be reduced in the particular company code local currency. Understood? Yes. So, is there any questions from your side?
No, sir.
Okay. So, we are moving to accounts payable. So, in accounts payable, as you know that what do you mean by accounts payable? Nothing but like whenever we receive the services or goods from the particular vendor. So, I am talking about the particular sundry creditors we can call as.
Yes.
Now, AP basic settings we have to do. Means accounts payable basic settings. So in the basic settings, what are the configurations we do? Before doing this particular setup, we have to understand about the accounts payable. An accounts payable is a liability for an amount owed to the creditor for the purchase of goods or services. Accounts payable means that we have purchased the goods on credit and we are yet to pay off the creditors. So accounts payable is a liability and short term. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Is there any points to be added there for this?
No, sir.
Just I want to tell one by one how to do the configuration into SAP. If you see here accounts payable, the configuration settings, these are the configuration settings we have to do. So first of all,
we have to understand why we are doing, for what sake we are doing the configuration for this account payable. Means like if we render the services or any like goods from the vendor, so vendor is allowing the credit period to pay the amount. Why? Because we are taking any services or goods, we are liable to pay for the particular vendor. Correct? So against the invoice, we have to pay. So here the basic settings we have to do. In the basic settings, like what we have to do is nothing but like define vendor account groups. So you have to differentiate the groups. Like vendor account groups is nothing but classifying the vendors. So whether like I can take one example like vendors like a domestic vendor and foreign vendors, or material vendors, non-material vendors. Like that, you have to classify that particular type of vendor. Is nothing but vendor account groups. So in vendor account group, we have to use few characters, 4 or 5, 6 characters it will allow, I think so. So I will show you, so that you have to give that particular description, that for the particular thing, what we are going to create, which type of vendors, whether it may be domestic or foreign. So after that, we have to create the number ranges for the vendor account group. So why we have to create the number ranges for vendor account group is nothing but when you are going to post, when you have been received the vendor invoice from the particular invoice from the vendor. So what you will do, you have to record the transaction in our books of accounts by using this ERP SAP, correct? Why? Because we should have some records. Based on that, what we will do, we will be doing the payment against the invoice, correct? We'll be sending the invoice, an invoice consisting of what? The details of the particular vendor. So the details of the particular vendor is called as a master data of the particular vendor, correct?
Yes, sir.
So here we need some few settings, and what I'm telling from initial stage onwards, like we have to do for each and every sub module, we are going to do configuration data, master data, and transaction data. Configuration data is nothing but we have to set up all the things, customization. Now for that, master data is nothing but like a detailed information of the particular vendor or GL you can create. If in GL vendor, GL master data is nothing but like a creating of GL accounts. Here the vendor master is nothing but like a creation of vendor master data is nothing but like a vendor details. We have to, when we are going to post any transaction of AP accounts payable, vendor is the must. So from whom you have been purchased, from where it was been purchased, who is the vendor, vendor name, phone number, address, and these are all the things we have to maintain in the vendor master data. Once if you create the vendor master data, the user will go and we will posting the transaction very easily. So if you are not having the vendor master data, how can you post the transaction? To whom you will be posting, correct? So that is the vendor
Yes, sir.
master data. So, and transaction data is nothing but users, end user will keep on posting the transactions. So we allow them to post the transaction by using the GL accounts as well as vendor master data. For suppose he has been received from Madhukar Enterprises. So he has to maintain the master data of the Madhukar Enterprises while posting the invoice. If he has been received like invoice from the Madhukar, he has to post that particular thing, then only the record will be there in books of accounts. And whenever we need to check that for Madhukar, how much amount is liable to pay, outstanding amount, so we can see it. If you are not going to post the transaction in the particular thing record, so how we can retrieve it? So for that, what we have to do is nothing but we have to take a vendor master data. So before creating the vendor master, we have to do the configuration of the particular things. So here you keep it aside a master data. Now we are talking about the configuration. In the configuration, vendor account groups, first of all, we have to create and we have to classify the vendor account groups and create number ranges. Why? Because when you are going to post the transaction for vendor invoice, the system has to generate the document number. So we have to mention the number range for the document type, but for the particular document type of a vendor invoice. In vendor for vendor invoice, the document type has been pre-delivered by the SAP. KR, K for vendor. Always if you see K, that is a vendor. R means invoice. KR means vendor invoice. Likewise, you have to give the number. When you are going to post any vendor invoice, so the system has to fetch the number as a document number of the particular document type KR vendor invoice. It has to be generated by the number range only. So you have to define the number range and you have to assign the number range to vendor account group. For which group you have been created, for that particular group, you have to assign these number ranges. So you have to tell the system if you are going to create any vendor invoices under the particular group, the system has to generate the document number from the particular group from this number range. So we have to assign the number range to the vendor account group. So these are the transaction codes I have been written over there and tolerance. So we have to allow the system to post the transaction of vendor invoice. We have to give the minimum amounts over there. So that's the tolerance we are allowing to post the transactions. What do you mean by reconciliation account?
Reconciliation.
Yes,
Reconciliation
yes.
means matching the transactions with the vendor.
Okay, okay, correct.
Yes.
Mm. Yes, reconciliation account means like here, you have to understand like, for suppose, our our company is having our company, our legal entity is nothing but Bajaj Motors. Bajaj Motors is having the 100 vendors. Okay. What we will do, we create the 100 master data in a books of accounts, correct? Whenever we
Yes, sir.
receive from the particular vendor, we will be posting the particular vendor to respective account of the respective vendor master, correct? So they keep on posting the transaction day to day. Am I correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
if the management has asked to retrieve the data, how much accounts payable till to date? Means outstanding amount of accounts payable of all clubbing of all the vendors. So in order to go with the each and every vendor, you can take the access and exporting or you will be copying into the Excel. It will take time, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what we will do, like we create one vendor reconciliation account, that is a GL account. So we create one reconciliation account, and while creating the vendor master, for suppose XYZ vendor is there, for suppose X1 vendor, Y1 vendor, Z1 vendor. So when we are creating the vendor master, at the time you link this reconciliation account to each and every vendor master so that you when you are going to post the transaction background, it will hit this GL account, reconciliation account. When you are going to fetch the data for all the vendors, if you go to the report and if you give this particular GL account, this GL account was been linked to each and every vendor master. So it will be given to in one shot, like what are the outstanding amounts to be payable, it will show. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason here in this contest, like we are creating one reconciliation account as a vendor reconciliation account or AP reconciliation account. So we have to create and we have to assign this vendor reconciliation account while creating the vendor master. That's the main objective. So this about the configuration and all those things we will see, and we will do this reconciliation account GL account. After that, the configuration data has been completed. After that, what we have to do, we have to create the master data of the particular vendor. So the master data consisting of the vendor details like vendor name, vendor address, vendor phone numbers, and all the things like it's called as a general data. So if you fill this general data, apart from this, like we have to create, like we have to link this GL account which was being created as a AP reconciliation account or vendor reconciliation account, and we have to give the terms of payment there and we create it. So I will let you know how to create and all those things. Just I am telling the sequence how it will be. Configuration data has been finished and we are going to master data. While creating the vendor master data in S/4HANA, we have to go with the BP, that is a business partner. The business partner is the one stop, like you can create both vendor master as well as customer master.
In earlier in ECC, XK01 is to create the vendor master is a transaction code. XK02 is to edit or change the vendor master. XK03 is to display the vendor. Here, that T codes has been obsolete in as per HANA. BP has been came into the picture. BP means business partner. When you are going to create any vendor master, you have to go with the BP, and in BP only you have to create it. So how to create the BP means we have to do the certain configuration steps into the SAP. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we will do is like we have to create these steps up to here, and we have to go with the BP. So here you have to create the steps, and in addition to this, you have to go with the BP. Means BP is nothing but a vendor master. So for creating the vendor master, we can call as a BP. Business partner may be a vendor or customer. Now we are talking about the vendor. So while creation of the BP for the vendor master, the accounts payable means we have to talk about the vendor only. So vendor master. So we have to do some configuration for the BP also. Little bit of tricky. It's not a tricky. It's really easy to understand. Just I will let you know how to do and all these things. Why? Because I'm telling the theory means like this is much more important initial how to do the configuration and all. You people have not been attended, no? So due to there's some personal things and meetings, so there's the reason like I'm telling the theory and not doing any configuration today's class. In tomorrow's class, we can do all the configuration step by step, and if you will be understanding each and everything. So that's the thing. In BP, if you see here, the objective, what is the objective? This is the one. The main objective of this is to have a better understanding the business partner BP configuration settings in SAP as per HANA. There are three segments we have in the business partner. One is general data, other is company code data, other is purchasing data. So if anything else PO related means like we can take it as a purchasing data. So when the goods you have been purchased any goods or inventory we can call as then we will be having the purchasing data. Now we can go with the particular thing, the service oriented. So that is nothing but general data, company code data. Actually, three data will be there. I will show you in the particular thing. Then you will be understanding each and everything. Okay. The below steps are to be followed to business partner configuration settings. BP configuration. I have been explained the define account groups. I have been explained the number ranges. And what are the number ranges we have been created? We have to assign the number ranges to particular vendor account group. Here define BP role. What do you mean by BP role? Business partner role. So when I have been told you that when we are going to create a vendor master or customer master, the BP is the transaction. So in order to create the master data of the particular thing, we have to do the configuration settings accordingly. So how the system will know that like whether you are going to create a vendor or customer, I have been told that in BP both we can create. So for vendor, if you want to create means we have to do the configuration settings. So here we are talking about the vendor. So vendor means like BP role. BP role means nothing but the role differentiate that whether you are going to create the vendor or customer. In vendor also, two roles are there. I will explain you. So the number ranges and grouping, you have to create one BP group and number ranges. And what are the number ranges you have been created? That number range has to be assigned to the BP group. And you have to synchronize the data. Means whatever the vendor account group we have been created, whatever the BP group we have been created, both we have to link. And then only we can create the business partner. So if you see here, just I've been told this is the configuration steps. Tomorrow we will do it. So I want to tell about the BP role. Tomorrow we do all those things in sequence. It will be there.
Standard BP roles for below. SAP has been given the standard BP roles. So the BP role is nothing but like if you want to create your own business role, means like for suppose standard roles has been given by the SAP. The standard BP roles are nothing but like if you see here, the general data consisting of 000000, that is the business partner general. The general is nothing but the general details of the vendor. And company code data means for which company code you are creating this particular vendor, you have to assign the company code to particular vendor in general data. So that is nothing but the company code. FLV and W0 is the financial accounting. This is one type of role in vendor. Okay. FL VN00 was pre-delivered by the SAP. That is the role. Is a financial accounting. Means FI vendor means non-PO invoices related. There will be two data. One is general data, and other is nothing but company code data. Okay. I will show you in the screens just for our understanding. I'm telling that how the system will differentiate that whether you are going to create the vendor or customer. Vendor is nothing but again in the vendor, two roles has been pre-delivered by the SAP. One is like FI vendor and pure vendor. What is the difference between FI vendor and pure vendor means nothing but FI vendor means services oriented invoices you can take as consideration with non-PO invoices, and vendor is nothing but when you are going to purchase any inventory, they will be like purchasing data will be there. Okay. As I told you, general data, company code data is applicable for this FI vendor. And if you are going to purchase any goods or inventory, in addition to this, like general data, company code data, in addition to these two data, we will be having one more data that is the purchase organization data. Understood? The
Yes, sir.
role, if you choose FLV and 00 means the two data will be the general data and company code. That is a non-PO invoice. If you are getting the invoice from the services oriented, for suppose you have been rendered the service from the particular KK and Co. Is a chartered accounting firm. There won't be any POs. There won't be effect of inventory. So by creating the vendor master in a books of account, we have to choose FLV and 00 is nothing but FI vendor. And while choosing that role, you will be having general data and company code data only. For suppose that KK Enterprise is there, they are selling some goods or raw material to us. We have been purchased from them. So purchasing data will be there. From which purchase organization you have been taken, all the purchase data like purchase organization, plant, storage location, from where we have been done, taken on, all the things will come. So in addition to this, if you choose this, first of all, we have to create this thing. And in addition to this, we have to create a purchase organization data. So I will let you know why, because this purchase organization data will comes from the MM people, like they have to see about the materials. No, so as part of FI, what we are going to do, like we have to create in basic and we move to extend to that particular level. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We'll see all those things in tomorrow's class, like what I have been explained. So we do one by one configuration, then you will be understanding in a better way. The sequence I follow, if you see the sequence, then you will be understanding everything. So I have been explained all those things theoretical. Tomorrow, what we are going to do is that we have to do the configuration into the system so that you will be understanding one by one. So how it will be linking, where it will be linking, how it is generating, so everything you can see very clear picture over there. So what I will do is that I will send this recording as well as like I will send this document to you so that have a look, and we will be doing the configuration settings into the SAP tomorrow. And what are the configuration settings of vendor account thing, and we have to do the configuration for BP also, and we have to synchronize the both the vendor account group and BP group, and the system will allow to create the vendor master BP transaction. There we will be selecting the role. So, and the system will allows to give the certain inputs. How we will do the input by seeing the vendor invoice. For suppose you are there, Madhukar and Co is there. You have been sent the vendor invoice. So they have to create the master data. So the master data, how we create by seeing the document which was being available in the document of general data, nothing but Madhukar and address and all those things. And we have to give the general details in the general data. And if you go for the company code, this Madhukar belongs to which company code? Who vendor means like our company code. There we have to use some terms of payment and we have to do the reconciliation account and all those things, and we have to create it. I will let you know how to create. After creation of the master data only, we can post the transactions. We means like users can post the transaction. We'll see the how to post the transactions also and how the system is like behaving. If any errors are there, anything challenges are there, we are supposed to do and sort it out that errors by resolving. So this is the task like we have to do whatever the submodule we take, we have to do these three data like so tomorrow we are going to most probably see the configuration data as well as master data also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But today we can stop the shop here. Why? Because like if I do this configuration means it almost will take half an hour to complete it. So what we are going to do, other candidates has not been there, no, so we can give the chance for them to attend the tomorrow's class. If the people are attending tomorrow's class, it's okay. Or else we can one person also we can do it. They can verify the video. So as per the convenient, they can join. No? So for today, like we can stop here and from tomorrow onward, we have to do the configuration, whatever what I have been taught, like in theoretical, we will be put into the server and we do the creation of this all the things. Is it okay for you?
Yeah, yes, sir. No problem.
That's all for today. If anything else is there from your side, just you can ask, feel free to ask, or else we can wind up the session for today.
No, sir. This is also new for me. So
This is new means
I
like
have to
just
go.
you have to just concentrate on the configuration. Okay, that's it. Okay. Tomorrow, your presence should be there. All the people has to attend, right? Because we are doing the configuration of AP, no? So it's very important how we are doing and all those things we will be learning. That's it. Accounting entry, even anybody can do it. That's not a big task for you. That the thing is like how to do in the configuration is the major part. So you have to focus on this. So it will be easy. Don't worry. I'll make you easy. Okay.
Yes.
That's all for today. And I will send this like a foreign currency done, you have been done, no, that thing, and this also I will send it.